the world as a digital simulation, really, to digital virtualize, to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from carbon-based life to silicon-based life, to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done this shadow work, you're left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pussies. Mola, worshiping pedophiles. Wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system, irrigation, and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher, no am I some pastor or preacher. Was released from prison with this passion to speak of. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs. Realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening. And, I equate it to like the Golem, bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Chi-town, who am I but Chi-town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just lie down. Blue sky but high ground, my crown slash helmet. So my aircraft still spit, can't be tied down or even sheep belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic.
Yeah, I knew he was coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
Cash money, I just spelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes.
Used to be Wednesdays, man. He done flipped up after he was sick. Some funny stuff, man.
So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body you not for Mars, is a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit to a fly. So haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the still hand, but we're Hiller man. This not Cypress Hill. I'm Tuttle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie. I don't follow our set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more than scamper. Need more than scanners. I'm off the radar. I am as you goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bruh. You stagnated while I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dating space AC, y'all. Buster stuck in the cage. his face off. Actor shape the state, use the fate. A fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing a step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up. Flying a jet, straight to adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics. And it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A Christmas Carol lies what your fans get. Your rules and perils what I transmit as a transcript. Or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew. Everybody wants to get his own crew rich. And then they want the other little people never get a piece of pie. I go for the better. I go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and crackers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too. Mostly black people, I'm talking to you.
So,
Oh yeah. Perfect.
y'all really thought that I was done with y'all. Nah. I'm really down on y'all.
It's them real mesquite, honey.
Fellas up. We not going back and forth about
This or that.
Whether your word is bond or whack.
Here's a big fact.
Yellow, white, red, brown, black.
Mau Mau, Mic-Mac.
Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat.
Coconut oil.
I see through the side eyes. Looking past the sci-fi.
Yeah, I worked out. I didn't go live. I pushed it today, y'all.
But I will fry cops. So force my heart.
Woo! I feel good. I'm gonna keep it settled for a month.
I got scope on you,
I still work with weights. I just don't listen all crazy and heavy.
Some of our folks
Probably can't hear me, huh?
and blind to the fact that love, we gonna have this real show. Warrior spirits inside.
I'm right here, so you probably can't hear me. So I did exercise. I didn't go live. I showed you what I'm doing. Only thing I didn't do the knee thing. I did squats. I did full squats. Well, like a falanga type of squat. Because I got to be easy. You know what I mean? On my knees on where I have surgery. So it was excellent. Yoga, meditated for about 25, 30. I don't know. I'm not here to brag about nothing. It's just I meditated for a while. I stretched. I still got my split, y'all. I guess all those years of Taekwondo, and I was like, God, dog, man. I went down. I was like filming new, so I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got my split. Oh, wait a minute. And then it kicked in. Gotta take my B vitamin. Excuse me. Gotta burn a little sage. I'm burn the sage first.
Y'all push off the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work.
Burn the rope.
I'm bound to progress. Don't duck, no wreck. Drill music for real.
I suppose that.
My soul they don't possess. We're foolish.
It's actually blowing in, so
Ain't playing when
not worried about it.
It's personal. Know what the business is.
Sage.
Big monsters come full circle, so vacate the premises. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bound or whack.
It's a big fact.
Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau or big black. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. We're not going back and forth
Oh,
about this or that.
man.
Whether your word is bound or
Some more
whack.
purification.
It's a big fact.
I wish I had my seven sisters.
Brown, black. Mau Mau, big black. Whether
Mm.
earth is round or flat. We want our shit back.
Oh, that is so calming. That is magnific. Magnific. Pura vida, right? Mi love, mi gente, mi love. Let me see, what's that?
There be a lot of secret passages that people have to come through in order to make it successful in this entertainment business. Would you agree with that? I agree 100%. It's a lot of backdoor stuff. It's a lot of gatekeepers in the industry that will not let you come.
It's a whole lot of goofies, and what's funny is everybody buys into them goofies.
There's a lot of asexuality and lesbians. Of course, you gotta be of course.
Scoping out my exit from this matrix where market and promotion is on hatred and fake shit. Create my own wave, I don't chase shit. Most of what is the latest is tasteless, overrated. The young beef is beyond me. Plant-based, I can't wait to be
Lavender, lemon, and mesquite honey. Just the cup. No green tea, no caffeine, no chocolate today. I give it like 2-3 days and I have caffeine. Because neural response synapses. I'm gonna start off with a funny story and then, well, we'll see.
You angered. Deep down, so your soul can't reclaim it. You didn't try to say shit, but really can't explain it. You had the means to do it, yet didn't change shit. Instead, you continue to entertain us with the same lameness as the rest of the entertainers whose job is to tame us. Simulation is designed to block, shame us. The enemy is even more faceless. Realize the ones that look like us.
Oh, this is Mark Chopper shirt, y'all. That's like this right here. I like to have a sweatsuit, hell, a suit made out of this. And it's, you know what I'm saying? When at ATF, right? And then it's my brother, man. It's my homie. All right. Well, I'll take a picture. I have T take a picture of me standing up, and that way you can see what it says on the back. So, like I said, a lot of people know it's the homo. I don't want to get into that, but you know who it is, and they attempted to flex something that they shouldn't be trying to flex right now. They should stay away from. But like I said, they had to hire the dumbest individuals to do the dumbest. It don't matter. You can train anybody up to do anything. To murder, kill, attack, take people down. You should know, I've been teaching martial arts and boxing for a long time, so anybody can talk. So they just overrated, humdrummed up, knuckleheads who aren't really paying attention to the voices of time. Regardless of who's misleading them, that's the one that really needs to worry. But the rest of them, no, they're making simple mistakes. They have a real job mission, and to go around messing with people, that shows the lowest of them. That shows how pathetic and weak. But I know some guys, so and they're really upset. Actually, a couple that I can't say nothing else. They're really pissed. So my only advice is people straighten up. I right now, where everything is, you need the police, you need ATF, you actually need them. I mean, you don't really need them, but most people are so corrupt and they're cooperators. You know what? They're such cooperators and everything and they've been conditioned to do, foolish things that sadly you kind of need. Not the NFA. That is to make sure that you can't attain certain weapons so they can continue to poison you. You can't shoot down the helicopters spraying poisons. Actually, you can do whatever you want, but you still believe in this fake government and this fake system. There ain't no judges here. There ain't been no judges since the so-called fake revolutionary was 1700s. When they first came, ain't been no judges. These people are fake philanthropists. They're just robbing you of a dollar that ain't even worth it. It's just to keep you down. And I don't care. I've been saying this for a long time. I wanted to approach upon something. There's a lot of cats, right? Young cats. Now, it's well known that I was getting my butt whipped in the 70s because they really wanted to kill us off, claiming who we were and our truth. A lot of you cats are doing it. You're mem specialists. And you know what? I'm not looking for any kind of kudos. But I'm going to start attacking y'all righteously. When you come across me and you haven't paid attention, because the information is well out there. I don't care about no Phoenix, Goof, Moon, and all these other, Tasha Z. I respect all of them. As long as they respect themselves. I've been doing this before any of them. I was getting beaten to be quiet. My great-grandmother she was a rebel. I told you about the trash cans. Y'all thought everybody was singing around crooning. It was space to pass messages. Did any of your people tell you that? Why don't y'all look into that and learn the truth? I was the one telling you you're Indian. I was the one with the aunt, the godmother, who was Shirley Strickland, top of the Ohio judge, who knew all the different Wakandas in America, and everybody was laughing at me because of the comic books when I was telling Wakandas in America. It's funny, even me and T was talking about, it's funny how they went down to South America to attain some to make the movie. But they want you still looking over there to this Dutch Creole word called African. And most of these melanated individuals talking about Islam, this and other, they don't even know what they bought into. They know nothing about real history. And then people get upset. Talking about right. That means you're not really on your deen. That means you're not really on you're not bearing your cross, which are talismans. It goes against everything religion is a consortium to. If you were one out of a few of us that were getting our butts whipped in the late 60s, early 70s, were claiming their indigenous heritage, their true identity. Now I want you to stand up and raise your hand. But in the last 12, 7, 6 years, shut up. Educate your children, your nephews and your nieces, your mammy and your pappy who may be forgotten. Bring facts with papers. But stop all this, because some of you are really sounding really morbid, and that's because of the poison and the toxicity. I've had enough of it. I've traveled the world over and over and over, finding in so-called UK, learning the true name of Europe, knowing that there's other lands out there. When I went to Japan, talking with the Anu people, saw a map showing bigger lands that you don't even see on the map. These things I was told to be quiet about, even in the squadron I worked in. Yo, they don't want to go in to drink. Don't say nothing else. That's why I ended up in Edinburgh, Scotland, had to drink the 12 drinks, and had to be told, and was told all these things. Y'all see Putin showing y'all all this last little stuff that wasn't destroyed? Why do you think they burnt down the No Time to Down? They didn't want them to uncover, right? The real portraits and paintings, the fiascos by us. See, everybody likes the world that they gave them, but they don't respect the world of existence before that. How can you truly have respect of self if you want to be inundated with an ideology of fake whiteness, which is, I already broke that down, and this deplorable state of blackness that alludes to a death, which actually black is the opposite of that, which is bleach, wan, without, meaning a blank space. It is not a dark void, because in the dark void you find light. See, this is when you're indoctrinated, as I said yesterday, and you're indoctrinated, and you're repetitively told this over and over and over, what happens? How many of y'all went and started looking up Krishna Maturi, looking at his stuff? There's others, okay? Paying attention to the truth of existence. Yes, I have some Peruvian brothers who know exactly who we are. Some people say, but you kind of look like you might be. Whatever happened to that Asiatic black man? You know? How about the Chozan people? The first pushed out of all lands. That ain't their original place over there in so-called Dutch Creole Africa, which only originally applied to the light-skinned folk. Wars are devastator. It's not to eradicate somebody's truth and history. When they say white people didn't exist, they're talking about the narrative. It's not meaning light-skinned people weren't here. See, that's where y'all keep crossing the lines with these pro-black, wobble, black, what do they call it? ABF or FB, whatever, foundational black Americans. That's the dumbest damn thing. They're stupid. And then all these other people with this Pan-African goofy stuff, talking about Dr. Umar. He's not a doctor. Oh my God. I'm not here to, but they don't hold a light to those of us who actually know the truth. Let me tell you something about all these people who will keep pushing this stuff. These people, to their own detriment, this spell is deeper than you can imagine. There's things going on behind, and I'm not here to expose that. Keeping you down, these fake pastors and all these, is the most important thing. Look at Roland Martin. He's this blackety black. And then he's talking about things that shouldn't be concerning when those things are happening tenfold. These individuals, as long as they can keep you down and keep the other people's minds in a circle. See, like right now, they keep saying that you're 11, 12% of the population. Actually, they stop because they know that you make up damn near 50% of the population, my melanated brothers and sisters. Whole lot of light-skinned folks starting to realize, going through the foundation, a few million that actually come from Negroid bloodline and so-called black, and they're finding the records of their grandparents or great-grandparents, and they're like, wait a minute, what happened? There were millions of our people who went to hide on the other side because they, they wasn't with all the fighting and the death. Things are changing. Poisons are real. The Spanish flu, the inoculation that created that death, the Black Plague, all that happened here too. They seen death. I told you, my great-grandmammy and all my seen death on a scale y'all haven't seen yet. What y'all think is that? Convenience. Y'all conveniently ignorant. My apologies. I don't want to use so foul language. It's not really a curse, but you know how they play. The very ones, insatiable appetite to go out and do perverted things, think they're in control. But you don't have to give it to them. It matters not. So what? I'm half German. Stuga. You stupid? You Stuga? Danke for me being half German. Costa Rican. A little Chinese. It's not dismissing when I say kate. That's just the truth of the narrative. But yes, a tenth, a quarter. I don't know how y'all do that measuring crap. I just make people comfortable. Chinese, Costa Rican, German, and Anihuia and Chickasaw. Of course, Gula and a few other tribes, but I don't get all into that. All right, I go with the first hand. Because we go back 13 generations, how many great-grandparents are we talking about? And people were partying, having a good time, enjoying life. Whether in the mountains and caves or being poured out in some beaker. Okay? It's convenient to have a platonic relationship with what they've given you. But what they've given you is that is the reason why they think they can do to you what they're doing. But see, the melanated folks, you keep running behind these Negroes who have been lied to. You're not the same pot as everybody else. And see, those who they have given up, listen to me, they have given up themselves. That means they have put away who they truly are. And in doing that, they would fool you to go with them. You know how they say, like, if a guy in the car and you're driving, he's shooting at people and hitting them, well, you're the accomplice. They need blind accomplices. And in doing that, by following these fake leaders who are not leaders, now they could do an experiment on you and do what they want. How many of y'all really studied the Tuskegee? You know I have the book. How many of y'all read that and studied the real history, not just the one book? There's, I think, several. How many of you really looked at it and seen that they kind of gave up their rights by making a false peace treaty, which wasn't, because they're not from Africa. Some people actually found out what tribe of people they are. And I was happy to see that. But Wakanda, I was telling people about Wakanda. Say, hey, man, we was reading the Black Panther. I was like, yeah, that's Wakanda. That's here in America. Oh, man, you crazy. So, break out the map. Oh, damn. Ohio, Idaho, Kansas City. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, well, what's wrong? I said, why is Pocahontas a Negro community? Why is that we the only one name our babies with Pocahontas? I says, Wahana Suck, Wana, Hana, Suck, and about 13 other names. Why is that we do that? You think we just do that because it's befitting? That's like most of people's names. Moore means great seafarer. Moor doesn't mean more as in the Moors of Spain. Great seafarers. Branch. How you think that's not the original French? Yeah, the melanated ones and us, there's a tie between Louisiana. Why is it that people don't pay attention to this? That means we were great. We were great what? Lumberjacks. When you think about old, what you call it? You know they had to do when you had what's his name? John Henry on the railroad, knocking down trees, they had to have a Paul Bunyan. But John Henry was the first. Old Blue Ox, Old Bay, right? Why is it that people have a hard time with these troops? Because they need people to be divided. And in order to divide with the new narrative and the fake white, this, that, and other, they had to create something to top the original. Yet we invented the monorail. When you listen to these people, these fake, the individuals in Germany, right, the blimp, the plane. Well, we invented those. And they didn't want you to see in Tartary pictures because, You got to keep it whitewashed, not for my light-skinned brothers, but the ignorant. So y'all need to challenge them and say, why are you doing that? Who are you? You need to ask them because they don't want to be honest. These grand cities riding around with a wagon and a horse. Light-skinned women, now you get booties, but back then you didn't have it, so you're wearing the same dresses from Europe that we had created because of our women's big old booties at the time. And your men kind of like men, and they didn't care because they always slept with the, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to accept the truth. Here's a little joke. It's a true story. 1987. World Cruise. Nimitz. 86, 87. Eddie Brickz was out. And she had this one song that and you know, Tracy Chapman was with, I forget the college, whatever the, you know. Anyway, you got a fast car, right? But anyway, Eddie Brickz, let me get to it. I'm in the berthing, right? We got the TV. I'm drawing the N1 and all that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna cut a few hair. Got paid, you know, $7, $10, you know, for each hair. I'm doing the envelopes with Calvin and Hobbes with the colored pencils because I'm really good. Doing them for people and writing poems, little poems, for people to send home to their, you know, significant others, their wives or girlfriends. So I did like 3 or 4 of them. I wasn't going to sit up there and do it. Usually it was like 8 to 10. Like literally write poems, come out on my head, talk to them. I know your wife, your girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm going to go take a rest. And, you know, we used to have the cassette player, you know. Didn't have the DVDs yet, I don't think. But we had the cassette players, you know, the yellow one, the AM, FM radio. And so I was like, took my shower, came out, you know, shaved and everything. I know tomorrow's going to be a hard day. I'm playing captain. I'm launching A7 Corsairs. Did we? Yeah, that was right before we transitioned to F-18s. And I'm working out like crazy because, you know, we're doing a boxing and all that. So I wanted to recover. And we're still young. So I go on the rack and we had those little speakers that we got in Singapore. You know, the little speakers, just plug in the back. Boom, everybody play the music. So I get in the rack. Now we out of the ocean. And I put on Eddie Brickz. Let me see if I can. Let me see here. Let's let it ride, y'all. Okay, let's let it ride. Don't go all crazy. Please don't. Just stay with me. Okay? I can't play whole stuff here because, you know, they want to copyright and all that, you know. So I gotta go down in my things. I gotta pull it up, my profile. I've always kept the songs that always entertain me. So I gotta scroll all the way down. Don't do that, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. The AI is so anyway, it is what it is. All right. And that was a good friend of mine, Paul, who passed away in the late 70s. Jordan, they kind of looking like, you know what I'm saying? So this song right here, I actually used to play all of them, all right? Because everybody be like, damn, Red, you real, you know, you real light-skinned. I'm like, oh, what the hell? You know, people retarded when they do that kind of retarded stuff. Why is it not putting it up? Oh, okay. Come back. My apologies. It just does that. All right. Got to make sure I didn't remove any of the songs because I've had this. I haven't listened to it in years. Ever since we had Pandora and all that stuff, I always kept the music, but I never. You know what I'm saying? Why is it not on here? All right, let me see if I can find it. Why is it not on here? All right. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Pull that up. Making it. It's not pulling it up. That's weird. Okay. Make sure. That's brand new. Okay. Hold on. Oh, here we go. $65. I can't let y'all hear the whole song. Too many things I know what I know. Okay, that's not it. I can sing it, so I'll just sing it because it's 65 songs, and I'll tell you the story. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, and the lyrics and the meaning. All right, so excuse me. In the song "What I Am" by Eddie Brickz, New Bohemians, the lyric "Choke me in the shallow water" refers to the irritation Brickz felt while taking a world religions class in college. It's so much garbage, right? So, "What I Am" was a top 10 single, and that's the song I was going to play. It takes a while, so because at the end it goes, "Choke me in the shallow waters before I get too deep." So when I'm out at sea, right, everybody's listening and watching. I would play it. I can play it for like about 10 seconds, I think 5 seconds, but it's unnecessary. And I put the little speakers on because everybody grooves, because I play it, being a hip hop, a break dance and all that. Everybody kind of groove because I played country music. I played everything, you know. Real hip hop artists played everything. We ain't sitting there talking about some mumble and goofy drill and all that new stuff that started in New York, but right? Everybody's sitting there hearing me choke me in the shallow water before I get too deep, and they was a little bothered. It's like, what in the world is Mr. about to be coming here for? What is he doing? What is he doing? Hey man, look. So we had a squad meeting. So near the end, after talking about everything we're gonna be doing and what's coming up and what we're about to hit and all that stuff, the XO goes home. Soon to be Mr. Pentecost Branch. I want to ask you a question. I said, yes, sir. Eddie, well, to me, Eddie was going to ask me a question. So where it is you're playing this song, "Choke Me in the Shallow Waters"? I am or something? Yes, sir. That's Eddie Brickz. I am. "Choke Me in the Shallow Waters" is part of the song, "Before I Get Too Deep." So he looked around, the man chiefing on them, looking all crazy, like, what the fuck? And so we're in the folks. We're up there with the big stockless anchor chains and all that. Big carrier, because we're ordnance. And we're air wing. We have to be close to where the aircraft are to get them prepped, to get them off the deck, regardless of what happens. And then us by the bombs and the elevators, nukes, and we actually stayed. Yeah, okay. So everybody's looking around. I'm standing there like, you know, I'm at ease, but I'm like, you know, dungarees. We weren't wearing the greens. So on the deck, we wore greens, you know. Though Vietnam, World War II, like BDUs, like all were greens. He says, "But you know that you're in the ocean?" I said, "Yes, sir." I think that kind of bothers some of the shipmates, your shipmates. I was like, I don't know why. He says, "Well, why do you listen to it?" I said, "Well, you know, it's a big ocean, and if I may be frank, Commander Pike," he said, "Sure, be frank." So before he says it, he tells the whole squad, "At ease." I said, "Well, you know, it's a big ocean out there, and I'd rather somebody choke the shit out of me, sir, before I get down in some wells and stuff started," because I was ignorant. It was silent for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I don't know, I'm serious. Motherfuckers is looking around. Man, I bet they can hear everybody on the whole ship crack the fuck up. Now you gotta remember now, I'm like 19, 20. I'm playing Eddie Brickz because I'm like, somebody choked me in the shallow water. This motherfucker going to drink. Excuse my language, because I ain't trying to be swearing at all. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Because someone text out the name of the artist. Eddie Brickz, EDIEBRICKELL. Eddie Brickz, Sharon, how you doing? Hey, Fred, what's up, Omek? Yeah, no, this is a real thing, man. I was playing it because it kept me calm. I was like, if this thing was to fool, or somebody was to fool, you know, throw me over. Times when at night, we walking them catwalks on the side of the ships. You know what I'm saying? Waving. Somebody come out one of them doors or twink, because it happens, right? And nobody know. You don't get no man overboard, man overboard. So I would play music that would keep me calm with all that boom and jets catapulting that night, and I'm slipping up under one of them catapults, and I'm like, and I had the music, you know, and I was like, I'm gonna let everybody enjoy some good music. Usually Tracy Chapman, I got a mask on, you can anyway, and Eddie Brickz. I was like, can I be Frank, Mr. Commander? I was like, sure. Airman Branch. And I break it down, man. I'd rather somebody choke me in the fucking shallow part of the ocean before I go too deep. Cause you know, it's dark, it's deep, it's nothing but water. Ain't no land, ain't no swimming to the coastline. And most people on a boat where you can see the coastline never make it inland anyway. So I'd rather just come on, somebody put the choke lock. I put the choke lock, we both put the choke lock. And whatever happens, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hey, Lance Ward, Zuri, it's Connor. What's going on? Sharon, I meant to say, y'all, my apologies. It's good to have y'all. What's happening, y'all? But yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It was pretty damn funny, man. And in the lyrics, because you can pull up the lyrics, you can read the lyrics. But she told you it was in a religion, which called, and the lyrics are pretty awesome. I used to sing that song with, I used to sing that, Tracy Chapman, her band. I used to sing, what was the name of that one? I had a whole bunch of them. Smokey Robinson, we knew him personally in East Orange, and his daughter. 5 Stair Steps. Ooh, child. You know what I'm talking about? We used to jam that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I used to walk around and literally be singing because I could sing it. You know, I used to sing, you know, before the, you know, and then walking around and attempting to get my voice back and all that, which is kind of hard. And I used to do a lot of powwows and, you know, get with the guys doing it and say, that's not what we did, but ceremonial. This is what we did. And they were like, oh, that's what we did? I was like, yeah, but y'all don't know that, but it's all good. So, what do you say, blacking up? Yeah, okay. Anyway, you can't fix broken. So you let broken be where it's at. You don't have to disperse and dispense. Just allow it to be. All right? Broken needs to stay broken. It's just because if it don't, then we'll never get to the place we need to go next. So allow broken to be broken. Hey, Angeline, what's going on? How you doing, beloved? So, I figured that would be something to lighten the mode, but I wanted to tell you this. If nobody said this to you, right? And I was going to start it off like this, and I'm not going to start nothing off like this. If nobody ever told you that you are important, I'm telling you today that you are very important. Okay? You are so important. And it doesn't matter about what negativities, what positivity, all that is meaningless. And if nobody tells you that they care about you, never said how much that we are bonded to one another, I'm telling you today that I care about y'all more than anything. It doesn't matter in what direction. You need to stop focusing on what direction. You just need to know in yourself the importance of what I care about you and why. And whatever you facilitate in the importance of that has no derivative of fictional names, ideologies, identities, or anything. Just know that today I care about you. We are bonded. We are actually bonded And I ain't talking about some fake bond that fleeces people's pockets of a fiat that is worthless. I am talking about we are eternally bonded. You don't have to fret nor fear. It doesn't matter your ignorance or whether you are not. All that is unimportant. That is only important to the Begil, to those who have chosen to stay in the direction that they do, so they give us no meaning. Okay? They give you no meaning. So know that you mean something to me, and you should know the importance of what you mean to yourself. All right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and give you this I love you dribble and all this other foolishness, because those are weapons. I am here to tell you that you are the light and the beautiful darkness, the abode that is fulfilling, where it doesn't require anything to label or express or tell it so. You are all that can be created into so much more that is unrequired, because it's easy to manipulate that. You're doing a sweat next week? Awesome, Angeline. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that. And that's a true story about me, the skipper, well, the XO, and me playing that song, Eddie Brickz, I think it was 1920, and everybody was getting a little worried, like, why is Red, because they didn't know I was listening to it, and they knew it was mellow music. It cracks me up every once in a while when I'm thinking, I'm sitting like going, I really had them cats and jokers up there worried about me choking somebody in the shallow water? But the music, the song didn't even say that. But you see what I'm saying? And to be standing in front of your whole squad, all the first, second, third class chiefs, all the airmen, the new recruits, the CO, the XOs, all the master chiefs, everybody standing parade, we're suited up, looking clean on the folks. And you think everything done, you about to go get a couple of sliders. Well, at the time, I was still vegan, but, get the lettuce, tomato, and onion, on the hamburger bun. That's what I used to eat, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna sit there, Airman, soon to be petty officer, Airman Recruit Branch. I want to ask you a question. Yes, sir. I'm young, too. I'm a snippy snap. Yes, sir. All diesel. There's something really bothersome going on. I had to tell it again because it'd be killing me, man. You're playing some song talking about choke me in the shallow waters. Yes, sir. That's Eddie Brickz, sir. I am what? To be choking people in the shallow water? Oh, no, sir. She was going to school. So I broke it down about religion, and it disturbed her, sir. It's a beautiful song. You might want to keep the headphones on. Yes, sir. Because I asked him if I could be frank, so I was at ease, but I still have my hands behind me. Because you usually bring your hands around front, but I'm that's the XO. And when I responded, you can see people looking, because they never heard the song. I was a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, a minute and a half. My butt cheek, my suspension, it was tight like a muck. You could have threw me in the water and I would have floated, because with no air getting in there. Look, I was like, oh God, dog, what's about to happen? They thought I was going to choke somebody in the shallow water. Somebody choked me, and I was like, it's a big ocean, man. I'd rather somebody choke me in that mug and let me, because our dead man float. How long they gonna last if a 100-foot wave coming crashing down? I ain't want to see all that fearful stuff. Man, a minute and a half more, the whole squad, everybody, I felt like a big hill. Everybody started cracking up. I just started laughing because everybody else was laughing. I like to see people laughing. Now, remember, I'm 19. I'm about 60 now, but I'm 19 at the time, and he was right. So but let me tell you something. Some people are like, yo, man, can you play that song? Because they realized, and then they will listen, and everybody head bobbing, because whenever I always played all the different music. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. We got to head in town real quick. Pick up a little snacks. Come on back. Supposed to have gotten some rain today. I guess it's going to be tomorrow, the next day. We want to treat the wood. I'm going to record that so I can share with you guys. Oh, somebody else donated. I want to say thank you for the donation. I think it was my brother, brother Marcus. Let me see. Did I send a heart? Yeah, Marcus. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, appreciate that. So it's Millennial came back. And Marcus, appreciate you, beloved. All right, so we're gonna head out, man. He's getting himself together, and gonna make something up. I got my smoothie. Probably gonna whip up a couple of eggs real quick, and then I'll see you guys later, so we can go ahead. My journey to Antarctica, crossing the first dome. I scanned through it, and I want to read y'all some more of the sacred now and the science of the sacred secretion. I hope you guys chime in, and I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. Oh, you already know, man. That was a pretty funny story to me, man. I don't know. I guess maybe it was, I don't know, because I was involved in it. I don't know. I was nervous, y'all. You got to remember I was a young thing. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't accept. I just know I've seen a lot of things. And I was still, everybody knew I was Indian and white. That was my ignorance. Well, you know, and I spoke some German and Spanish and da. So when we go out and like Española, we're in Germany. I told you I had a girl in Germany. I got a German daughter. She followed me everywhere. They actually gave me leave. The skipper of the ship and the skipper of my squadron was like, well, she's a looker. But damn, Red. I was like, yeah, I met her because we went to that Amsterdam. I didn't like that red light stuff and all them people because, you know, I heard stories. And so I just wanted to go in town, eat. I wanted to go on the Mirandas and everything and all that stuff. And I met her. It was me and about 3 other guys because, you know, we big, man. And we good with, I mean, spaz. I mean, like, y'all really have no clue. We used to run up the walls and flip off the walls and stuff, like run up the walls like 4 steps, like almost over 10 feet and flip back. And everybody's going, what in the world? You know, before parkour was anything. And I met her, and she was smoking some hash, and I was like, "You smoking that stuff?" I said, "I can't go in there, you know, because you can smoke me. People get high on drugs over there in Amsterdam." And she said, "Oh no!" She really dug me, and she slipped and said something in German. I responded. She goes, "Oh," but anyway, whatever she said, and I was like, "I'm a little bit, you know, I know a little bit." And she told her friend, another one of her girls came with us. She was with another boy, and every port we pulled in, she was right there. She wasn't waiting on me. It wasn't nothing. I ain't have no secrets to give. She had some melanated in her. She was kind of tall, fine as wine. You would think it's a tan, but she was like, all right. My oldest daughter. Anyway, well, my second oldest daughter. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, what a world, you know what I'm saying? And it was funny to me, you know what I'm saying? I was young. I was told what I knew. I couldn't go on what other people were going on. My Uncle John Amos made roots, and everybody all of a sudden everybody came out of Africa. It didn't take that long, like a year and a half, the people find out about Ox Helly, that he stole it, and he was a Mason. We were all over it, you know, in my early 20s, like, ew, man, this guy's a joke. And yet the seed was planted. Messy Jesse, Reverend Al Sharpton, Cornell West, and that's just more stuff we could talk about later. These people will sell you out to save their souls or their fake identity, to be rich, to do the perversions they've done, because every one of them has done some serious perversions. But anyway, we could talk about that some other time. I don't want to get into those dark abodes. I just appreciate y'all. What's that? Bro, just traveling. Yeah, I'll make, no, you don't have to say you're laughing, bro. You know, some good stuff on Tubi. Yeah, I watch Tubi. It's got some pretty good stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna see you guys a little later, man. I'm signing off. And again, y'all know how it is. Nothing but respect, ladies and brothers. And I'll see y'all. Let's shoot for 4:30, all right? And we'll get a good read on it. Goofy ass machine talking about black enough.